So we love our teen horror. It's like the comfort food of horror for us. Sure, there's nothing to read into there, totally normal. And with this film, we were met with intense gore that we were completely not expecting. That is until we found out the director was Eli Roth. So if you're squeamish, this film is going to be a no-go for you. After a violent Black Friday riot leaves several people dead, a masked killer appearing as John Carver begins targeting those involved in the tragedy. The story follows Jessica Wright, played by Nell Verlaque, and her friends as Carver hunts them down one by one. As the town prepares for another Black Friday, the teens and local sheriff, played by Patrick Dempsey, don't have much time to figure out who the killer is and how to stop him. Perhaps more distressing than the excessive gore were all the loose ends, underbaked characters, and nonsensical motivations of the killer. We learn the teens are targeted because they were at the scene of the riot and their early presence in the store instigated the tragedy, but they were hardly the ones who did the killing. And really, what's the worst that they did? Trespass? It doesn't quite make sense. We also found Dempsey's accent distractingly inconsistent throughout, which is ironic considering the New England accent is his natural accent, which he abandoned when he got into acting. Perhaps should have stuck to his adopted accent. We were actually surprised to see him in a horror, and then even more surprised to learn he requested to be in this film, and even took a pay cut. This film was so preoccupied with throwing red herrings at us that we didn't get the opportunity to explore any of the characters in a meaningful way. For someone to be a possible red herring, we must have a lack of trust in them, which often means a lack of knowledge or shallow understanding of the character. So the film really cut itself off at the legs by doing this. The film's catchphrase promises no leftovers, and while we hoped that would apply to sequels, one is apparently in development, scheduled for a 2025 release.